It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8.
Here's Carson.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Wilson going to keep it on the option. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. It didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to push your receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On third down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Dallas.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7. Seahawks, nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Slam, slam.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Tucker McCann set to
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing. And
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
It's a game.
A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down. Down 2 scores, huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Brown, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down.
Check 41. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll get this out past the 20-yard line, so the decision to bring it out nets him a yard or two.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Cowboy
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
7-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys add on.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah,
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Dallas.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And a Cowboy first down.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
That was simply terrific vision by the runner. He was able to use his eyes and follow his blocks and carry himself to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now Carson fumbles the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Complete to number 7.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And 3 yards. yards there, takes him to the 45.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
The 8-yard line.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. For the point after. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
49, Seahawks 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They're running it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Just like that. Just like that. Go. 41 to Mike. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. 41 Mike. 41. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. That's right. That's what I do. Mike 41. I'm gonna wedge that, huh? Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We're trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. 51's the mic.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly?
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
This time Wilson will throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Cowboys 49. Seahawks 22. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, it stays up. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There defensively.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking up.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
36 power.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Back to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Tucker McCann.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
One last shot for Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Cowboys 7.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.